What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. It has been, I think, like about a year since I posted a video or more. I can't believe it took me this long to pick up the camera again, but we're back. We're back with a lot of upgrades, a lot more power, a lot more motor, and more turbos. Bear with me, there's gonna be quite a bit of talking on this video. I'm gonna try to keep it short and sweet and go fast. That way it's not so boring. But we're gonna start with the outside, front to back. The outside didn't get many updates, just a couple little things. As you can see, the exhaust is at the front of the fender now. It's not back there no more. We got 1 and 2, which means the car is now twin turboed, and you'll see that. Ooh, oh, there she is peeking. Anyways, so we got a Kaminari lip. I don't know. There's 2 versions of this one, I think. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, so sorry for the purists there that are gonna get pissed off. But this one is way more aggressive. The other one was kind of boring. It was just flat. This one just looks, you know, it just flows with the front end much better, as you can see. Yeah, this one looks much better. And it goes in more, like instead of the other one, like where the intercooler goes. So we'll be able to make a whole ducting around the intercooler. So all the air that comes in has no choice but to go through the intercooler. Hood is the same. We got a new windshield. Shout out to my boy Joel. He got me a new windshield. Brand new. Like, my other one was so pitted and it was like 30 years old. Same doors. We are gonna mold the over fenders. We're gonna mold the whole thing, make it seamless, and then we may add a fender flare to extend it, because obviously this rubs a little bit and we have no choice but to raise the car up in the back. So I want to lower the back so it doesn't look so crazy. So we may expand it or add a flare to be able to lower the back and tuck some tire. Alright, so we're gonna start on the rear. We got a Summit Racing Universal 15-gallon tank. I added some baffling to the inside and also had my buddy weld almost like a flange, I guess, and bolted this. It's like a universal airflow. I'm sorry. Triple pump billet hanger. We got 2 450s. I'm not using 3 because I don't think I need 3 pumps in there. So one is running all the time, and the second one only turns on at a certain amount of boost. Obviously, when I get the car tuned, that'll get figured out on the dyno, on the rollers. And then we have all the fuel lines. This is the feed. We got a dash stand feed now. We got a dash stand return, and then we got the vent that we need to finish. I'm waiting on the check valve. We do have a fuel level sensor. Hopefully we can get it to work on the Holly dash. Next we got the Radium Engineering fill. I did paint it the whole thing black. I didn't like the silver because I don't have anything silver in the car, so I mounted it there. I didn't really have any other options because I didn't want to cut my glass and make it out of plexiglass. I was gonna go down here, but it would have been too much of a sharp 90, and I didn't like that. So here's fine. I just have to pop my trunk every time I fill, which is not a big deal. Battery staying back here on the same spot, hidden behind the panels. We also have an AccuSump. Don't mind the dust. AccuSump 3-quart. This is like the high pressure, I believe. I don't remember. It's been so long. And then we have the feed going to a bulkhead under the car. Trying to keep everything under the car. That way it's nice and safe. We did add some paneling also. Shout out to my boy Tom. He did the bead rolling. Came out amazing. That way it keeps me separated from the fuel cell, obviously. Eventually I'm gonna do a fire suppression system. But I want to do the one with, like, it uses like a 1/4-inch airline almost. Not the hard lines, because the hard line, it's real tough. Now, we'll see. Maybe I do the hard line and I can make like a cool setup that looks nice. But I doubt it. Alright, so now we're going to move up to some of the mechanical stuff. We have the transmission oil cooler with a fan from Derail Performance. Love their products. Literally everything is derailed in this car. Obviously fuel cell. We still got the same rear. I swear, I pulled this whole subframe. With stock axle, stock diff. I've never even taken the wheel bearings because the nuts are seized to the axle, so I'm gonna have to cut them out. And it's been holding up since 2021 that I got the car running. So it's been making some jam. It is starting to clunk a little bit, and we are gonna upgrade the rear subframe. We're gonna weld some reinforcement and add 370Z. I need like a 3.3 differential with the final drive because of the transmission I'm running. So we're gonna upgrade that with 350Z axles. All right, so let's move to inside the car. So you can see I'm missing door panels and missing a bunch of stuff because I'm redoing everything. My door panels have like this rugged carpet style. It's okay for the rear of the car, but I want something a little nicer for inside where I'm sitting because that's what I'm looking at all the time. But we see we got the paneling here. I gotta do, see that? Oh, that one's nice. I gotta add some maybe little foam or something to the edge so it doesn't, because that's gonna drive me crazy when I'm driving. But so you can see I'm making some paneling here to cover the vents. And then we have here motion racework steering wheel. We have a engine start because I want to be cool and I want to put it on my steering wheel. 2-step. This one doesn't do anything yet, but this one is my favorite one. We have a 12 mode, essentially. It goes from 0 to 11. We'll be able to turn the boost up with this, down, or change timing, or adjust traction control, whatever we decide to do with this, but it's most likely going to be boost. We also have, I think I got this from Seems Legit Garage. I'll put the link down below. But we have paddle shifters. This is like this is the reason why I did the transmission that I did. Literally the only reason. I sold my whole manual setup, $8,000 worth of shit, just to have this automatic transmission because I wanted paddle shifters. That's literally the only reason why I did this swap. This is why my car changes forms all the time. Like every year I redo my car because I see something else and I'm like, man, that would be cool. I want to try it. I want to challenge myself. And this is why my car goes under the knife all the time. Like I literally put 400 miles the last time it ran, and then I tore it apart because I wanted to go twin turbo. Let's get back to it. We have a B&M shifter. We have line lock. This one is not connected yet. I don't know what I'm going to use for. We have obviously the OBD2. I don't know, the lighting sucks, I'm sorry. OBD2 connector for the transmission because this trans you got to tune it with HP tuners and Holley. It's kind of a pain in the ass. I'm currently editing the video and I realized I never talked about the transmission, but it's a 6L90 from a truck, from a two-wheel drive truck that I bought for like a couple $100, and then it was already blown up, so I bought a level 4 Circle D rebuild kit, max power. I think it's supposed to hold up like 1100 horsepower, and then I got a billet converter, 258 millimeter from also Circle D. They're two different companies, the ones for the transmission and the converters, but just wanted to let you guys know because I completely forgot to talk about the transmission. Kill switch, AC button, climate controls. Obviously we have some venting here that I need to 3D print some cool vents. We have two here, we have one going under, and we have one up here, and then we have one up there, one going under, and then on the end over there too. On the passenger side, not much going on, just same stuff. Obviously I mounted the passenger seat, but I'm gonna keep the driver's seat off until we start the car so we can get to everything under nice and comfortable. I still need to make some paneling, obviously. We also have something I've never had in this car, a phone charger. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited about it. And then we have also, I don't know where I put it, in here. I have to mount this somewhere else, but we have, this is my switch for my blinker, lights, and horn. Finally have a horn. It's pretty cool. Shout out to my boy Power Distribution Solutions. He is the GOAT. Literally. Every single wire on this car, like my fuse box, my distribution blocks, everything was made by him. Even that light switch and everything. Like, he's such a cool guy. Like, now, I'm not a wiring guy. I try to make everything look as pretty as possible, so I'm sorry. But he makes amazing stuff, so check out his website, Matt, Power Distribution Solutions. He's got a bunch of stuff for wiring, and it's so nice. It's just, check it out. That's about it for the outside and the inside. I mean, the inside, everything happened under the dash, so it's not like I can show you very well, right? So I did buy biggest unit you can buy from Vintage Air. Like, it's the unit, the AC, heat unit, everything. It's meant for an SUV. Like, my biggest flex for this car is not gonna be horsepower, it's not gonna be looks. It's gonna be when I'm at the Pocono Raceway in the middle of July going to Race Motive, and it's gonna be 120 degrees at the track. And instead of me sweating my ass off, I'm gonna have the windows up with the AC on blast, nice and comfortable, not a drop of sweat, and everybody's gonna be jealous. That's gonna be my flex. Now bear with me guys here for a second. My car decided to wake up today and choose violence. Like every JDM car in the world, hood shocks, I'm sorry, don't work. They were working yesterday. And you know, figure, make a video today, let's not work. But hey, real quick, shout out to CJ Race Cars for making some cool t-shirts. I entered the giveaway. I didn't win, but at least I got a cool t-shirt. Alright, where to start? This is probably my favorite engine bay I've ever built. I love that I went with a white, even though it's gonna get super dirty and I'm gonna hate my life. But at least in pictures and right now, it looks beautiful. The main party props here. VS Racing 6762s dual ball bearing with a 120 AR. We'll see how these go. Now we're back to 50 mils PSR. We got two of them. I am gonna make a cool setup here with a teardrop to this corner on the headlight covers, because obviously I don't have pop-ups anymore. We're just gonna run an LED bar. Sorry, I'm trying to speak real fast and my words are getting all jumbled. But this coolant line is just temporary to get it running. I would like for it to be down here, but I think we're gonna make it out of solid aluminum pipe. We'll see what happens. We got twin VS Racing blow valves. These are pretty universal. Everybody makes the same exact one. These work great. Granatelli throttle body, cheap Amazon special intake manifold, low dollar back pressure sensors. Sorry, they're kind of hitting. You know, you tube the whole front end to make room, but then you put so much shit, the biggest possible, and you run out of room. So we have a custom made, really cool fan shroud. I'm gonna post a picture my buddy Tom made. Literally, this guy, I gave him some random measurements and I said the top half, like right above the fan, just angle it down, and he got this within like millimeters. It fits so good. Shout out to Tom from Nonfiction Fab Co. D-Rail 12-inch fans. These are 2000 CFM each. Should be plenty to cool this down. We do have a 4.5-inch core radiator from Northern Radiators. I don't know if you can see how big this thing is, but oh wait, there we go. Yeah, the top one, that's 4.5-inch, and then we have a Treadstone 4-inch 2-in 1-out intercooler. I had to go with a decent intercooler for this setup. We still got some things to build, like this coolant pipe that's gonna go around here to this cool, oh man, I forgot the name of the company, but this is like the top half swivels from the bottom half. I'll put the link in the description. I forgot the name, I'm sorry, for this swirl pot. And then what else have we got here? Custom, obviously, downpipe fender exit exhaust, aluminum. Let's see here. We have these Amazon special, kind of hard to see, 2-inch primaries exhaust that I literally just flip forward and put a V-band on it. The motor, it is an LY6 block. The heads are fully done and they are A23s, obviously from an LY6 from a truck. Shout out to Matt Miller from Miller's Engine. I dropped the block off. I gave him a full rotating assembly with the heads, everything, and I said, just put this motor together for me, please. It's a 408. It's not really a 408. It comes out to like a 406 or whatever, but from Smedding Performance is their 13 or 1400 horsepower kit. Probably not gonna make that much. I do want to hit 4 digits just to say I did it and I have a 1,000 horsepower car, but aside from that, this thing is so light and it's gonna be so quick with the automatic transmission that I'm not gonna need to run 1,000 horsepower. I'm not trying to beat records. Or am I? Aside from that, I mean, things left to do. You know, wastegate, I do need to get some sensors and some pigtails for the sensor. I did put my, usually on a Holly, the fuel pressure sensor goes right here, but I moved it back there. So I need to extend this all the way back there. And then I need to convert the plug for the map sensor. We have a 4-bar low dollar map sensor in there, as you can see. Kind of hard to see, sorry. So we need to change this plug for that, so I need to order one. Aside from that, I mean, the car is it's almost done. We're down to like the last 10%, which is usually the 10% it's that takes the most, because, you know, obviously they don't make shit for this car, so gotta order stuff, you know, return if it don't work. Like, it's just a pain in the ass, but we're getting there. We're close, you know. Got a couple more fittings. We got 2 oil lines to run, and then 1 transmission lines to run. Prime the system. I need to get a serpentine belt. But aside from that, I'm sorry this video was a lot of talking. We are going to be doing a couple 3D print experiment stuff here for like the blinkers and the headlights that I want to build. I'm no designer, so I'm going to try to do my best. Aside from that, the car is pretty much the same in the outside. Everything, it's like internally what changed, and a couple bits and pieces here or there. So sorry it was a lot of talking. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to try to post every week, and stay tuned for the next video. Appreciate it.